iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12-Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome in here, race fans. It is time to go racing once again on the Turn 3 Racing Network. I am Roger Muth, your host here tonight up in the virtual Turn 3 Racing booth here at Michigan. It is Salt Flat Racing. They are back in action here tonight, but it is not the Simbox Cup Series. This is the brand new IROC Series. This is season number 5 for the IROC Series, so we've had 4 champions already. One kicker coming into this year, though, it is not the street stocks, the beloved street stocks that we have run on the 1.5 and 2-mile tracks, along with a couple road courses, and maybe throw in a hit-or-miss short track around the season at one point. No, this is the brand new series that now runs the super late model. They have the same iconic skins on the side of their cars that the IROC series ran back in the early 2000s. We are really happy to bring you this program here tonight, as it is such an iconic part in motorsports history. Drivers from NHRA, NASCAR, IndyCar, F1, the World of Outlaws 410s, and the late models have all competed at one point in time in an IROC series. Well, here on iRacing, we're able to recapture and relive some of those glory IROC style races. Here at Michigan, the old IROC series used to come. Well, here in the Salt Flat Racing IROC series, we will do it once again. We have drivers that not only are champions here on iRacing, Forza, Gran Turismo, RC car champions, we have champions from every aspect. Football champions, foosball champions, these drivers at some point have been champions. Also new this season on our timing and scoring here that is supplied to us by SDK Gaming, we have coded it in that you will notice all these drivers are going to show up on our timing and scoring with their team colors. So if they are green on the track, because every car in the IROC series was a color to represent the car, well, we carry that on here. And of course, in our timing and scoring, we have rolled that all into one. So it's great to see that all come together. Of course, we got to thank them over at SDK Gaming, but we really got to thank race fans, all of you, all the drivers, the fans, the supporters, the families that really come here into this series. We got to thank some of the sponsors. Jordan Hen Racing, one of the biggest sponsors here with Salt Flat Racing for many, many years. Jordan Hen runs Northeast Modifieds at the Grandview Speedway at a weekly show. Make sure to head on over to Jordan Hen Racing on Facebook.com. Give them a like and tell them good luck this season as they're just preparing. Of course, Taz Motorsports coming on this season. Taz Motorsports, if you don't know what they are, Taz makes some die-cast cars, and they are absolutely top-notch. Of course, we got to thank Griffith Stone. They have been a longtime supporter here with Salt Flat Racing, so we got to thank them and everything they do behind the scenes. Racing with Heroes coming on board this season, that is a great one. You know, heroes all over the world, not just wearing capes anymore. So, Racing with Heroes, everyone here tonight is a hero in my book, I can tell you that much. Of course, Finesse Laser Designs coming on board, some great things by them. You need to go check them out. They're in the description of this video here. Of course, along with all of our sponsors. And of course, a big shout out to Pay to Win Setups and David Lamb for providing the setups here for the IROC series this season. But race fans, I know you're tired of listening to me just ramble and watching this beautiful face on the screen with this Turn 3 merchandise. Let's go down trackside here, as it is time now officially to go racing here at Michigan. One day we will learn all the controls for your race fans, but let's go down trackside here and get your first starting lineup of the season. Starting lineup brought to us by our friends over at Raise Energy Drink. Head on over to Rep Sports today, find your favorite Raise Energy drink, and on checkout, use the code UTWRX for 10% on checkout. Starting on the front row here tonight, driving the number 15 out of Virginia, this is Peyton Johnson, making his first start with the IROC series. To his outside, it's actually his teammate. They will be similar colors here tonight. That is the driver out of Georgia, driving the sim box number 77. It is Doug Neal. Starting in the third position, lots of doubt, number 21 of Jeff Bergner. Starting in the fourth position, the man who has the COVID right now, it is the driver out of Virginia. That is the driver of the 48 of Todd Poston. Ryan Johnson making his debut here tonight in the number 3 machine. He'll roll off 5th. Another one of those rookies this season, out of Texas, driving the number 56, the No Doubt Racing 56 of Stephen Pugh. Starting in the 7th position, hailing out of Florida, driving for the close to almost coast, the number 26 of Darrell Potter. It'll be the number 5, the Deeper Darker Dew entry of Jordan Smith. He'll roll off 8th. It'll be No Doubt Racing, racing Jason Griffith Dobbs, starting the 98 in the 9th position. Greg O'Berry in 10th. 11th will go to Cole Day. 12th will go to Quincy Atkins here tonight. Rolling off 13th, then will be the big unit of Randy Johnson, Jamie Leach in 14th. 15th, the Cody Levitt, DJ Mitzel in 16th. Josiah Millen is going to start to number 40 and 17th here tonight. 18th will go to Colton Farrow. 19th to Patrick Smith. Donald Bennett will round out our top 20. 21st will be Vernon Woodard making his first start. Russ Hancock back in 22nd. 23rd here tonight will go to Brandon Crossland. Danny Valenzuela in 24th. Brad Becker back here in 25th, and Craig Hawkins will round out our field. Cars are out onto the speedway. Race fans, for the first time this season, you're getting a look at the brand new super late model IROC. This is the driver of the number 15 of Peyton Johnson, the driver out of Virginia. That's a good looking hot rod here tonight. A couple drivers. There's Racing Jason. He is out here onto the track. Take a look here. You actually have onboard footage with the driver out of Crossville, Tennessee. That is Racing Jason, courtesy of our friends over at Draft Top. That's a live look in. We'll take a peek in with him throughout this race and see how he is doing here tonight. That's our onboard camera brought to us by Draft Top. Here's Colton Farrell, longtime IROC driver, qualifies in virtual finger football. That's how he becomes the champion and here with this series. So these drivers out on the speedway getting ready to go. It'll be 26 drivers taking the green flag. There are 27 drivers registered into this league, virtue of a championship. Michael Bromley is the 27th driver, but being deployed right now with our military services. He is not capable of making it. He is still a registered racer here with Salt Flat Racing, so his position is held. Unfortunately, we will not see him till his deployment is over. We will come take the green flag here, though, for the first race of the Salt Flat IROC series, as the green flag is in the air and we are racing. It's been a long off season as these cars come up to speed here at Michigan. The sound of V8 power. We told you about the colors on the timing and scoring in pre-race as a couple drivers are getting tight up to the outside. Here is a battle, though, for the top 3. Stephen Pugh to the outside. Driver out of Texas got the Georgia man in the middle, and the sprint car driver down low. Jeff Bergner is looking to go back into the podium spots where he started and where he rounded out his season last year. Leading lap number 1 for the first time ever. Rookie of the Year candidate Peyton Johnson will lead lap number 1 here in the IROC series for Salt Flat Racing. These cars whine a lot more than what we are used to with the IROC series. Pretty much blowing our eardrums out here in the booth. Currently, it is still Johnson, Poston, and Bergner as you're looking at another one of the Johnsons out here tonight. This time, it is Ryan Johnson. He is a rookie this season, trying to make his name known. There is Pugh right now. The driver we said is out of Texas. Pugh qualifies into the IROC Series virtual of winning street stock competitions down in Texas and all over the southeast corridor of the United States. Pugh, one of those dirt track drivers, likes to sling a little dirt. Now, here onto the asphalt side of things here on the iRacing.com platform. Jeff Bergner, no stranger to victory lane either. He races sprint cars out west, asphalt sprint cars. The 21 of Jeff Bergner out of Utah. Tried to make a bid for the race lead there, lost it on the inside, so he had to fall back. Doug Neal sucking up right behind the number 48 of Todd Poston. We said drivers out of every aspect of racing. Todd Poston had one of these super late models in his garage down there in Virginia till a couple of years ago when sponsorship dried up and they had to sell the car. Here comes Jordan Smith, the young hot rod. Where does he get his qualifications in? Well, he actually gets one of the grandfather qualifications. Ken Schrader, the uncle to Jordan Smith. Jordan Smith last season ran his first IROC full season, missed a couple of races, but was qualified for the championship. He ended up just coming up short. Greg O'Berry to the outside of that neon green machine, driving solo this season. No team for the green mean machine. There was a big change, though, this season. Yes, we changed from the street stock to the super late model, and that's putting on one great show currently. A lot of drivers were skeptical, thinking that they wanted to keep that pack formation that they had all season long. As Poston's going to get tight and up the track. Everybody's going to scatter. 3, 4, 5 wide down here in 1 and 2. 5 wide racing here tonight at Michigan. Look at there, 3 wide now. They went 3 wide off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Greg O'Berry still being shot through the middle here. He'll have Bergner down to the inside. Doug Neal to the outside of him with Stephen Pugh following right there with his teammate of racing Jason Dobbs. The racing action. We were just talking about how the drivers didn't know how the racing action was going to be this season. Well, we can tell you so far as they come to complete 5 laps, it has been great. Great racing here with the Salt Flat IROC Series tonight. Race number 1. It's the opening round here at Michigan. Michigan is always the first round of the season. As boy, does it never disappoint. Almost 4 wide once again. Dobbs down to the inside. Now that is Quincy Atkins, the driver out of South Carolina. Super late model is his background of racing down south, and he's here to run the super late model IROC series here for Salt Flat. So a lot of racing history, a lot of racing blood through this field. Look at the number 12 of Randy Johnson, the white machine to the outside there. He is last season's champion in the IROC series here with Salt Flat. The driver out of New York came in as a rookie and had one of the most dominating seasons ever. Pretty much every race he had entered, he had just parked that thing in victory lane, or it was a top 5 all season long, running away with a championship. Right now, he is running currently back here into the 10th position. And he is a solo car team this season. He did run with the No Doubt Racing stable of Jason Dobbs last season. This season, though, was not sure if he was going to be able to compete for a full-length season, as he is a delivery driver with UPS, and sometimes those long, grueling hours just aren't allowing him to get onto the iRacing server. But lead change for the first time. It is going to be Jeff Bergner leading lap number 7 at the stripe. More changes that we didn't talk about here, as I'm going to guesstimate by my calculations here in our pre-race show that we are about halfway into a fuel run tonight here at Michigan. Well, if you think back to the IROC series, they used to stop for maybe fuel, and that was about it at some of the tracks that they went to. Well, here tonight, we will have 1 set of tires. Fuel estimated right around 18 laps. Maybe that's pushing it. As Quincy Atkins with a big bobble down there on the inside. He's driving one of them up into the wall. Big wreck on the front straightaway. The 21, the 77 is involved. Caution flag will fly here tonight. A lot of drivers involved down here on the front straightaway. It is a parking lot on the front straightaway. A lot of good machines. Randy Johnson, you see him pulling away. Doug Neal, I believe that's the 88, a past champion of Jamie Leach. Greg O'Berry is involved. Jeff Bergner is involved. Cole Day is involved. We'll have to take a look back here in just a couple of seconds to see if our turn 3 truck found those damaged machines. It all started towards the front of the field. Jeff Bergner was involved along with the 33 of Greg O'Berry, both of them battling at the time inside the top 5. Take a look back here, as it might also involve the 49 of Poston, as it definitely started out in front of this group there. As you see Greg O'Berry and Jeff Bergner make contact, Doug Neal nowhere to go, and then Cole Day come blasting through there. He was flat to the floor trying to pick his way through the field, and unfortunately he'll be wrapped up in this one. So a lot of drivers. It's going to take us a little bit to dissect Randy Johnson. You saw he was involved. It's right on board here with Randy Johnson. A little airborne down there in the grass. Cole Day also involved in this one. There you see the wreck happening and unfolding out in front. Cole Day actually hard nose damage into the wall. There's Jamie Leach. Oh, and I believe that's Donald Bennett. Just gets a little nose contact. Josiah Millen somehow misses this wreck here. Cockpit view with Josiah Millen. Huh. Off the gas and pretty much creeping through that wreck. Looks like two drivers just fighting for the same real estate on the front straightaway is what's going to set this chain reaction off. Ryan Johnson in that 3 machine just barely got her woed up. He might have caught a little piece of the outside wall. As his 3 car comes past our... Yeah, a little piece of damage there on the left side, actually. So that's going to be the first caution flag here of the season, and boy, did it take out a lot of strong cars towards the front of the field. Now, this is where that strategy is going to be played here tonight. A couple drivers did take the chance to come to pit road, and now it looks like here comes Quincy Atkins. He'll come to pit road once again. Now, all these drivers aren't taking tires, not this early. There's Cody Levitt, the driver out of Las Vegas. He'll come to pit road here. Cody's been driving for the Deeper Darker Dew team since the IROC series was created, and they've won a lot of team championships, him and Jamie Leach. So it looks like a couple drivers that are going to retake or take over the race lead here will be Stephen Pugh. Peyton Johnson will lose a spot here under the caution flag. Racing Jason is being scored currently in our 3rd position with Darrell Plauder, Colton Farrow, Randy Johnson, and then it's Ryan Johnson there. So 2 Johnsons, not related though, race fans. No relation between the 2 Johnsons. They will start next to each other. There's another Johnson in the field here tonight, and that is Peyton Johnson. 3 different Johnsons, 3 different families. There it is, your timing and scoring, race fans. You notice the timing and scoring is very colorful here tonight. That does represent the color that's on the car is the color that's on the timing and scoring. So Stephen Pugh is that highlighter neon yellow machine, along with the Dobbs machine down on the inside. You see them on the timing and scoring, 1 and 3. That is their car colors. We're going to come back into the restart zone here in just a couple of seconds. We're kicking back off. It will be 11 laps officially completed of racing tonight. 11 down. It'll be 48 to go this time. See all the cars lined up to the inside. That means they came down pit road and they topped off their super late models as we are back to the green flag. Looks like one driver not quite getting up to speed. I believe that was the Crossland machine, the 97. As everybody breaks apart momentarily, they will come back together. There's the 97 of Crossland. Orlando Rivera, our friend from Puerto Rico, a longtime IROC Series driver, taking a step back this season, we were told, and spending some time with the family. Orlando, we hope all is well down there in Puerto Rico, but your good old buddies are still out here tearing it up. We can't wait for your return into the IROC Series. Take a look down to the inside here. That white machine, that is the driver out of New York. Last season's champion, Randy Johnson. We talked about he was involved in that accident. So he has damage on the front nose of this number 12 machine. There are no fast repairs here in the Salt Flat Racing Series, whether it's the Cup Series or right here with the IROC Series. So the damage that is on the front nose of that number 12, he has to deal with it now and just ride it out to the end. Everybody fanning out. It looks like that's the 04 of Danny Valenzuela. He's down below the white line down the back straightaway. They're going to go 3 wide. Russ Hancock in the middle. That's the number 30. The 73. Dyslexia kicking in. Danny Valenzuela down on the apron trying to corral that 04 entry. As it looks like he will hang on to it. Everybody just kind of scatters, takes evasive action. Vernon Woodard, the driver out of the Northeast here. He's not afraid to let it hang out, I can tell you that. I've watched Vernon Woodard the last couple of weeks, and I followed him on iRacing for probably the last year and a half. One of those drivers that really knows how to get it done when it comes to racing. Does a lot of short track racing, does some short track racing up in the Northeast in real life. And, oh, here he is behind the wheel of a super late model here on a 2-mile track at Michigan. They'll look to go under past champion of Jamie Leach. Leach to the outside. He was involved in that last wreck, so he has a little bit of nose damage. We'll see how that really affects him through the night. Quincy Atkins trying to work his way back through the field. He came down pit road and topped off. He was one of those drivers that topped off with coming to get 1 lap to go before we went back green flag racing. He has worked his way back to 16th. At the front, though, nobody can do it better than Stephen Bew and Racing Jason. These two drivers work together like peanut butter and jelly. You won't see Dobbs try to pull out unless there's a big hornet's nest behind them. And look at Big Johnson there. That is Peyton Johnson and Randy Johnson, the Johnson and Johnson connection. They are trying to work back into the top 2. Peyton Johnson was your pole setter here tonight, so he actually picks up the one and only pole award of the season. There will be no qualifying from this point out through the season. There was a random invert back in IROC racing, and Salt Flat IROC Series will implement that this year. They will invert the field at a random generized number, and everybody will be set by that in the going forward, or in the coming races, I should say. So Peyton Johnson getting that 1 extra bonus point to start the season off. Take a quick live look in. You're looking at the driver of the 98. That is Racing Jason. Currently, that is his state. Sitting in the man cave down at home in Crossville, Tennessee. Focused. He's got the Turn 3 hat and the Turn 3 shirt on representing. We appreciate that. Dobbs, he's out there. Look how focused he is. Little motion, little movement on the wheel. Readjust himself. He's trying to calm himself down right now. Very focused. Check back in with him a little bit later as he runs second currently. All drivers are back out onto the racetrack. This is Doug Neal. He's a little off the pace. Driver out of Georgia, the Simbox driver. He's running 25th right now. He was wrapped up in that wreck. One driver coming to pit road. That's the 33 of Greg O'Berry. Don't know if this is a planned stop here for Greg O'Berry or if something has let loose on that car and he needs to bring it to pit road. He'll be the first one to pit road under green flag. We'll take a look back at him in a little bit later. See how long it took him on pit road. Look back here off our Racing with Heroes deck camera tonight. This is Stephen Pugh, our race leader. Biggest mover so far here tonight. He has moved up 14 positions. It's the driver out of Sparks, Nevada, driving the number 62 from Coast to Almost Coast race team. It's been a couple of weeks since we've seen Colton Farrow on the iRacing.com platform. Well, that's because his beloved Buffalo Bills were in the playoffs. And, well, he was out there smashing tables along with one of the other drivers here tonight of Donald Bennett. Unfortunately, their Bills, their playoff run came to an end, but without some great memories throughout the season that they made. As, oh, a big bobble there by the 62 as the 3 of Ryan Johnson is going to now get to the inside of that 62. 21 of Jeff Bergner is still out there. You see him rolling around the speedway. Lots of damage to that super late model. Ascendant Studios by Quincy Atkins sponsored entry tonight. He's got the whole pack coming at him, and they are coming quick. Off our post camera here with Jeff Bergner. He's going to give up the bottom, and your race leaders are going to be able to work the bottom side of the speedway. Josiah Millen working the outside of Darrell Clauter. He's got DJ Mitzel. That's a name that we don't know. As you see down to the bottom there, Ryan Johnson. He's one of those other unknown drivers. A lot of rookies this season. We'll work on getting you that full rookie list here in the upcoming weeks. Oh, contact. Colton Farrell going to go around. Johnson, Millen involved. DJ Mitzel, as we were just talking about him, involved. Ryan Johnson up against the outside retaining wall. Colton Farrow is involved in this one. We know that. Saw everybody start to scatter. Drivers inside the top 10. Now, this will be an interesting aspect here. 20 laps officially in the books, and the second caution flag of the night will fly. Let's take the look back. Colton Farrow. Driver of the 62. Oh, looks like he lifted off the throttle, and Randy Johnson didn't know where he was going to go. Darrell Clauter involved in this also. I believe that was the 3. That was the 3 of Ryan Johnson to the outside there. Right on board here with Ryan Johnson. Looks like slight contact to the outside wall. Might not be as bad as we first thought it was going to be. Oh, Colton Farrow checked up because of the lap car to the outside. Darrell Clauter, DJ Mitzel nowhere to go. Everybody else able to bob and weave their way through. Yeah, there you see Randy Johnson tried to go to the outside, and then Ryan Johnson, Millen, Mitzel, Clauter all involved. And there is that heavy contact by the 3. So it looks like everybody will take this opportunity to come back to pit road. Not sure if anybody's going to put the tires on, not quite to the halfway marker here tonight. Only one set of tires in the pit here for the IROC races. It looks like the driver of the 26 of Darrell Clauter will put tires on. I don't really see anybody else putting tires on other than fuel. It looks like possibly his teammate of Colton Farrow is going to put tires on also at this point. So those two team drivers will be out of tires. One driver staying out here, and that's going to be Craig Hawkins. Dobbs and Pugh, few only and gone. Randy Johnson also right there. Jordan Smith, driver out of Plano, Texas. New number this season, just representing the number 5. Peyton Johnson back here with Brad Becker, making his way inside the top 10 for the first time, up 18 positions, driving the number 27 this season. Couple Peyton Johnson fans tuning in here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Who is your driver? Who are you looking for here tonight, race fans? Who is going to be able to win the first IROC race of the season? A lot of favorites like Randy Johnson, Jordan Smith, racing Jason Dobbs out there. Cody Levitt, of course, always a strong competitor here. DJ Mitzel showed some speed, but he was just wrapped up in that wreck. There you see him in the number 61, the 3 Wide Motorsports team. NSRA Stables representing the red cars this season. Well, Nate, we always know that we're your favorite right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network for all the racing action. Maurer, we miss you, and we wish you were out here racing with us. We hope you are feeling better with the COVID-19. Of course, Doug Ungari, the mountain man out of Montana. Doug Ungari used to be an IROC driver until his schedule got a little bit crazy. Of course, Cody Sleeper running in the Simbox Cup Series here for Salt Flat Racing. One-time winner at the Dover International Speedway just a couple weeks back. But the drivers out on track will line up like this as we get the one to go. It'll be Stephen Pugh to the inside with Racing Jason to his outside. It'll be Randy the Man Big Unit Johnson in third with Jordan Smith running in fourth. It'll be Peyton Johnson sitting there in fifth. Sixth will go to the number 27 of Brad Becker. That's your top 6 drivers here when we go back racing. It'll be 24 laps in the book with 6 till the halfway. Looks like 2 drivers still down on pit road. Greg O'Berry has been down there for a very long time. We'll see if we can possibly get a word in with Greg O'Berry a little bit later on here in the event. See what happened to his number 33, or if we can get a pit reporter down there. iRacing pace truck in. Everybody bunched back up, 2 by 2 by 2, all the way back to about, well, that's the 15th, 16th, 17th position. Oh, big wiggle by Stephen Pugh. Remember, these drivers did not take tires at the front of the field, and that just checked up the outside row. Racing Jason will get away. He will take the race lead with Randy Johnson. Then it's Stephen Pugh will be battling for that 3rd position. Can he keep the 3rd spot? Because Jordan Smith's to the inside, and it's Peyton Johnson. Big Johnson bringing up the inside row. Everybody storming down the back straightaway. Oh, some contact back there. I believe that was the Russ Hancock entry to Ryan Johnson. We're able to figure it out. One of them, smoke puffing out from the front here. Somebody had a little bit of internet connection issue. Stephen Pugh went from starting on the front row all the way back to 6th. As here comes Cody Levitt looking to the inside. The driver out of Las Vegas going to pick up a spot. Championship won by Cody Levitt in a truck series a couple seasons back here. Oh, somebody up into the outside wall taking a look. I believe that's the Cole Day entry. The young engineer looking to have a career in motorsports once he graduates. His day has been pretty banged up, as you see the 37. He was wrapped up in that first crash of the event that started back in the early first 10 laps. But 10 laps, Schmen laps. There's the look in. That's your race leader right now. That's the live camera footage that we have here tonight, provided by Draft Top coming on board here tonight. That's him racing from home. He is right now looking to open up a huge gap because everybody behind him is battling for a spot. And that spot is Peyton Johnson, Jordan Smith, Randy Johnson, and Quincy Atkins, the driver out of South Carolina. There's Cody Levitt also. Look at Brandon Crossland. Crossland's been a long-time Salt Flat racer. He also just competed in the 24 Hours of Daytona with a couple drivers here in the Salt Flat Racing Series. Danny Valenzuela, Donald Bennett joined him, and look at Donald Bennett. He's sitting right there, a little banged up on the front nose clip of that super late model. One driver down to the bottom, I believe that's the driver of the 17, one of those rookies this season. That is Craig Hawkins, making his first ever start in the IROC series. Craig, one of those solo drivers, does not have a team this season. And we all know how team racing here with Salt Flat Racing goes. It'll be Racing Jason, though, leading still at the stripe. Big Peyton Johnson back here running second. Quincy Atkins now has got around Jordan Smith. Everybody has started to single file out here on this run. 2 laps away from halfway. We'll check in and see who the big mover of the race is at the halfway point here tonight. Halfway home sponsor will be brought to us by Griffith Stone here. It'll be 1 lap from halfway when we get back to the stripe here for Racing Jason Griffith Dobbs. Jennings for 6 is what I heard him yell before he hopped in the car here tonight. He'll come by this time, and I'm taking a notice that it is Peyton Johnson is a little bit quicker. Let's take a look at the line. Who's the quicker of the front 2 this time by? It'll be Peyton Johnson. And I can tell you, from the racing experience, race fans, the draft with these super late models that were badging as IROC machines this season, the draft is about a 1.5 second. If you're 1.5 seconds to the car in front of you, you are going to start to get a little draft. Of course, the closer you are, the more draft you're going to get. But right now, Peyton Johnson does have the draft. You can see how close he's actually getting. He just cut about, well, half that. He was a half second back. Now he's a quarter back from Racing J, so that leaves him about 2 car lengths as they come back across the line. Leading at the halfway point here tonight of the Griffith Stone halfway marker, it is Jason Dobbs out of Tennessee. He will be your race leader. He's got the Virginia driver and a South Carolina driver there looking for the race lead. 2 hungry hippos. Peyton Johnson qualified on the pole, led a lot of the laps in the beginning of this race, and then fell back a little bit. Now looking to take the race lead back. Quincy Atkins, though, has yet to lead a lap this season. Last season, he was able to sneak a win away coming out of turn number 4. Over Donald Bennett. Him and Donald Bennett raced to the finish line, but it was Quincy Atkins who was able to win that race. Peyton Johnson just got loose down on the apron there of turn 3 and 4, and he fell back. Now Quincy Atkins is going to look to go to the inside here on Dobbs. Nicholas Bieber tuning in out there. Nicholas Bieber competed here in the IROC series the other season before having to step away for health issues, and we hope you're all right, Bieber. Can't wait to see you back there. Some shaking up going on back here as Danny Valenzuela is turned around. Caution lights are going to come on here for the 3rd time on lap number 32. Russ Hancock also down to the inside. It looks like he may have just made contact with the inside wall. 2 team cars spinning down the back straightaway. I believe that was the 2 in the pink crew. Spinning to the inside wall. Looks like we have that replay tuned up for you. Looks like Russ Hancock down to the bottom, and oh, Danny just gets right into the back of him down the back straightaway. Just outside our camera angle, but both cars go spinning. Hancock makes hard contact to the inside wall there as Valenzuela just slides her around on the apron. There you see, it looks like Hancock just got a little loose there out of the corner. He had to check it up a little bit. Brad Becker also involved in this one. On board here with Becker. He had no idea what was coming, and then Danny Valenzuela is actually going to straighten him back out as he pops it back in gear, and he just keeps on ticking. So 2 team cars go for a spin, and you know what everybody else does? They come to pit road. A couple cars already down there. It looks like that's the 40 of Millen, the 33 of O'Berry, and Vernon Woodard also down on pit road. See if we can get a word in with one of the drivers here under this caution flag and see what has happened to their machines. As it'll be a race off pit road. I think it's going to be Cody Levitt here, possibly trying to steal the show off pit road. It'll be Peyton Johnson as the colors all rearrange. It'll be Peyton Johnson, Cody Levitt, Jordan Smith, Donald Bennett, Jamie Leach coming out of pit road. Those are your top 5 drivers that just came off of pit road here. So they will restart 1 through 5. And it's Patrick Smith, Quincy Atkins, DJ Mitchell, Todd Poston, and Ryan Johnson, your top 5 out of pit road. Let's go down pit side here as one of the drivers are out of their car currently, being shown in the 26th position. Greg O'Berry, do you got a copy with us?
Yeah, I got you, Roger.
Well, Greg, it looks like the green machine is down here on pit road. It's been down here for quite a while. What happened out there, and are we going to be able to get this car fixed?
I think I'm done for the night. Just had a good car, you know, was going through the pack, having a ton of fun, and racing hard with Jeff there. Had a couple good laps with him, and I don't know if he came up, if I drifted down. I'm not sure. I felt like we were pretty high up on the track coming out of 4 and just made contact, and I know it ruined most everybody's race, so I hate that happened this early in the race and in the season for that fact.
Yeah, brand new car here this season for the IROC series. How did it feel?
Oh, this thing's a blast to drive. I'm glad that we got into these cars, but I was hesitant and a little concerned with what it would be like on these type tracks. But I'm telling you, man, that was a blast to drive it at this track.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun out there. Greg, sorry your night's going to end here, but you're going to get a chance to give it a whirl just next week.
Yep, we'll be back next week.
Well, there you heard it from the driver of the 33. His night is going to be over after charging towards the front here tonight. Greg O'Berry will be credited with a 26th place finish as the field assembles on the back straightaway. There you see it. Johnson, Levitt, Smith, and Bennett, your top 4 drivers on the timing and scoring sheets. Just over the halfway point, home race fans here for the season opener for Salt Flat IROC Series. Tonight's race at the in the Irish Hills here at Michigan. Race fans, you know what really keeps us up here on the Turn 3 Racing Network? Keeps us hydrated and focused. That is Raise Energy. Race fans, you need to head on over there tonight to repsports.com. Click on the Raise Energy tab, and after you find your favorite energy drink, ours here in the studio, Voodoo. Tastes like an orange creamsicle. Well, you need to get that, and on your checkout, UTWRX will save you 10% on your checkout over at Rep Sports. Head on over there today and get your Raise Energy. These drivers are all energized and ready to go. Green flag back into the air here at Michigan. We're racing once again. 35 laps officially complete. 25 to go. .25 laps to go, and it's Johnson to the outside here at Cody Levitt. Here comes Jordan Smith. Donald Bennett is right there, and Patrick Smith making his first top 5 appearance tonight as he'll work to the inside of the damaged number 88 of Jamie Leach as they work down the back straightaway. Jordan Smith pushing Cody Levitt out to the lead as Johnson working the outside of the track. He's going to lift a little bit. Here comes Donald Bennett now working to the inside of the speedway. Will Donald Bennett be able to now take the 3rd position? Bennett, coming into this season, race fans, was probably the most hesitant to step into these super late models. Was not a fan, loved the street stocks to death. He said Wednesday night was the night that he loved to look forward to the most on iRacing. He's coming here to race with the Salt Flat IROC Series. Bennett virtually being a champion and qualifying for the series in from Nintendo. He won a Mario Kart championship back in, I believe it was 1995. So he's here tonight running with the Salt Flat IROC Series. Jamie Leach really hanging on to it there as Patrick Smith, and I believe that's the 75 of Quincy Atkins. Oh, a big check up there. Ryan Johnson almost plowed into the back of the 79 as Patrick Smith is really trying to hang on to it. There's the 3 of Johnson split into the inside. Here comes DJ Mitzel also. So Patrick Smith really hanging on to his number 79 machine here tonight. Vernon Woodard, his teammate, buried way back into the field. He's being shown in 24th position, so he has no true teammates currently surrounding him here as Cole Day will go through to the inside and pick up a spot on that falling like a rock number 79. Stephen Pugh once led this race, has been buried into the traffic now, being shown 13th as he'll get around Patrick Smith. Now will Todd Poston be able to get around the it really seems like there's something just wrong with the 79 of Patrick Smith right now. His car is not being able to hold the bottom. It's not able to hold the top of the speedway. It is up, down, trying to find a home currently. Just like, oh, one of them's going to get turned. Quincy Atkins is going to go down. He's going to save it. The caution flag will come out. Caution flag onto the speedway. As the 75 of Quincy Atkins was down just about into the grass. Not sure what other driver was involved in that, but definitely Quincy Atkins out of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina was involved in this one. Quincy was talking to me through the offseason, was thinking about putting together, he has a late model right now, but he was thinking about putting together a super late model to go to the Rockingham Speedway, which is being put on the Cars Tour. Right now, his closest thing he's getting to Rockingham is right here on the iRacing.com platform with his super late model here with the Salt Flat Racing Series. Let's take a look back here. Watch Quincy Atkins. That's the 15 of Peyton Johnson. Just down to the inside. They cross paths, and the 75 of Quincy Atkins is going to be able to hang on to that number 75. There you see it, both drivers, and they just come together. The slightest contact on entry into the corner. How about the heck of a driving there by Quincy Atkins, though? He's able to hang on to that car and just drive through it. Let's go cockpit view here tonight. Right on board, Quincy Atkins. He's able to not hit anything, not hit anybody, and just save the car, drive it back up onto the track, and the caution flag came out, so that's really going to help him. He's not going to lose a ton of ground. He'll fall out of the top 10, but he will still have a car that's worthy of going to get the race lead. As here comes everybody to pit road. So it'll be 20 laps to go when they hit the stripe this time, and as they come to pit road, we'll see who has tires. I think this point now, if you have tires, now is going to be the time to use them. Jordan Smith comes into his pit box. Peyton Johnson coming in. How many cars do we see go up on the jacks? There's Jordan Smith. He's going to go up on the jacks and take his tires right now. Peyton Johnson going to use the same. The three of Ryan Johnson also. Randy Johnson's not. Jason Dobbs isn't. Pugh, Crossland, neither of them using their tires. It looks like Quincy Atkins just takes fuel and goes. So big Peyton Johnson gonna lose a ton of ground on pit road. Randy Johnson, though, on the other hand, the big unit takes over the race lead. Randy Johnson driving the all-white Princess machine this season, winning last season's IROC championship of season number 4. Paging through, it looks like Vernon Woodard, Josiah Millen, and Greg O'Berry still down on pit road. Russ Hancock and Colton Farrow also down on pit road. But the 21 of Jeff Bergner is still out here on the speedway, so that's going to help Jeff Bergner, who had to go to pit road early with damage, heavy damage on the number 21, and is well off the pace, being shown multiple laps down currently. Looks like 2 laps down to the race leaders. He should be able to pick up some spots here as long as he's able to stay out on the track. Couple drivers coming to pit road. There's Colton Farrow coming to pit road. Jordan Smith is also going to come to pit road. And I believe that's the 38 of Cody Levitt also coming down. So these drivers will take advantage of possibly just topping off these cars here tonight, as Randy Johnson, Racing Jason, Stephen Pugh, Brandon Crossland, Quincy Atkins, Doug Neal, Ryan Johnson, DJ Mitzel, Todd Poston, and Danny Valenzuela round out the top 10 drivers. Take a look in. We've done it a couple times here tonight. Take a look in. That's Racing Jason right now. He's just kind of relaxing. Not even sweating. No sweat on the brow. Probably talking with his teammate right now is Stephen Pugh. That's going to start behind him. See if they can work some strategy here tonight. So as we get ready to go racing here, take a look at the left-hand side of the screen. It's 19 to go now. It'll be 18 to go. Colors on the timing and scoring representing the color car of your favorite driver. We got to thank everybody for tuning in. Also here, whether you're watching us via Facebook Live here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network, or if you're watching us via YouTube here also on the Turn 3 Racing Network, we thank you all for tuning in to watch some of the best racers go IROC racing here with Salt Flat Racing Series. iRacing Pace Truck is down and away, and we are ready to go. Let's do this, race fans. Let's turn it up a little bit. Well, false start, race fans. We'll see if we can do it again as the lights come back on. Not everybody was assembled and ready to go. It's Dobbs and Johnson here, according to the timing and scoring. We'll wait to see if that all shakes itself back through. See if we can assemble the field. Still got 24 out of the 26 drivers who took the green flag here tonight, as everybody's waiting on the old iRacing Pace Truck. Biggest mover so far here tonight is Brandon Crossland, the driver out of Tennessee. Probably has one of the coolest jobs in the country. Last year, he was able to attend the Indy 500 for the week and being a pit announcer down there. And now this season comes home, was calling some minor league baseball games until the COVID-19 pandemic came through, and then had to resort to looking for something. And what did he find? He is now calling basketball games on the air down in Tennessee. Always good to stay in the business of broadcasting and staying with sports. So Crossland right now probably has the best job out of all of us. He'll restart inside the top 5 here. It looks like Dobbs had a moment there where he wasn't able to refire the number 98. But he's able to refire, and now he should be able to come back up here. Should get one to go. Possibly we will not. So as we pace here tonight at the Michigan International Speedway, we'll take a quick break here. We'll be right back.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome back here, race fans, to the Michigan International Speedway here for the round number 1 of the Salt Flat IROC Series, presented by Raise Energy. Single file restart will be enabled here as we did not get to complete a full lap of green flag racing, so it will be Randy Johnson, Jason Dobbs, Stephen Pugh, Brandon Crossland, and Quincy Atkins, your top 5 drivers here. It will be just 15 laps to go when we do go green flag racing, so no driver should have to come to pit road anymore tonight for fuel. They should be good to go on fuel. The question is, some of those drivers that are going to start back, say, right around the 12th position, those drivers have tires. How much will tires mean here tonight is going to be, we're going to find out real quick. iRacing Pace Truck will dive in this time, so why don't we try it once again here? What do you say we go ahead and turn it up? the Irish hills of Michigan here for Salt Flat Racing as the IROC series is closing in on 10 laps to go. Next time by, it'll be 10 laps. It'll be the double high fives, and who will lead them into 10 to go? Will it be Dobbs or will it be Atkins or Randy Johnson? Stephen Pugh is right there, and so is Ryan Johnson. After taking the spin, Ryan Johnson has been able to work his way back inside the top 5 as he runs 5th with this front pack, which has a little bit of a breakaway, about a second over the 6th place runner of Peyton Johnson. But Dobbs will come back across the line here with 10 laps to go. And we're going to find out, because Quincy Atkins is not just going to give it to him here tonight. Quincy Atkins down to the bottom. It's not going to stick. There goes Randy Johnson. He's going to sail it off into the corner. He's going to go high, wide, and handsome here as he comes out of turn 2. He'll be drag racing with the 75 of Quincy Atkins behind, well, the old Dobbs machine. Will Dobbs be able to win race number 1? We don't know. We're about to find out. Good racing a little bit farther back here, though. That's the 15, actually. I wanted to call it the 17, but that's actually the 15 of Peyton Johnson. He has worked his way back up into 6th after putting tires on. Look at Patrick Smith. Smith also had to put tires on his number 79 that time in pit road, and he has worked his way into 7th. DJ Mitzel, one of those rookies we talked about earlier. Driver out of North Dakota. Probably the only driver out of North Dakota. Running in 8th. Cody Levitt right there also. He's trying to find a way around. He'll dive it down to the inside here, and Smith's going to go down to the bottom. DJ Mitzel running the outside of the speedway. Not going to be able to clear. Oh, he's going to actually be able to sneak up. DJ maybe possibly going to cross him over here out of turn 4. Little internet blink there by Cody Levitt, but he comes back, and back across the line we come. Peyton Johnson is here, race fans. Remember, he went and put 4 fresh tires on. Well, those Mr. Feel-Goods right now are feeling pretty good. Johnson back to running 5th as he just got around Stephen Pugh out of Texas. He'll work down the back straightaway. Maybe 2x2 here, just about out of turn number 4 as the 75 of Quincy Atkins not able to make the pass. Everybody goes back single file except for that one driver, that pesky number 15 of Peyton Johnson. Still working the inside of the speedway, being able to get it done. 3 Johnsons lined up. It's Randy Johnson, Ryan Johnson, Peyton Johnson. The Johnsons are wild with 7 laps to go here inside the top 5. They run 3rd, 4th, and 5th currently. Almost contact between 2 of those Johnson machines. That's the black number 3 of Peyton. Too many of the Johnsons up here right now. It's Peyton, the green one. It's the white one for Randy and the black one for Ryan Johnson currently. Still side by side for the race lead. One of them having a big connection lag there. I believe that's the number 56 of Stephen Pugh. He's trying to figure out where he's going to be riding on the speedway. 6 laps to go here tonight. 12 more miles of racing here at Michigan. Look at Randy Johnson go way out there on the white number 12. DJ Mitzel starting to close back in here, so this group that used to be a breakaway of 5 is just about a breakaway of 9 now. As Smith will work to the inside. That's Patrick Smith in the 79. Him and Pugh make a little contact. Door bang Pugh sideways. He's going to hang on to it, though. He's got a lot of experience of being sideways after slinging a lot of dirt over his youth down in Texas, running street stocks. Look at Peyton Johnson knocking on the door now. Ryan Johnson to the outside, pushing Jason Dobbs out in front. Peyton Johnson checks up a little bit. He'll try and regroup down the back straightaway with 5 laps to go. Dobbs has it. Will he be able to hang on? There's Ryan Johnson right behind him, and Quincy Atkins working to the bottom of the speedway. Atkins going to sail it off, see if he can get to the side of the 98, maybe force a little air pocket there to move Dobbs up the speedway. Now Quincy's going to really run the bottom of the speedway. Dobbs going to stay up high here and try and keep the momentum wound up. He'll beat him back to the line. It'll be Dobbs leading with 4 laps to go. DJ Mitzel still trying to work his way. That's the number 12 of Randy Johnson. Remember, Johnson was just up there inside the top 3. Now he's back here running 8th after he got out of the groove. Now has to rebound. Can't find the bottom of the speedway. might be able to find it right here if he can clear the number 61 down the back straightaway. He will not. Stephen Pugh still looking to the inside here. They're just about 3 wide with Cody Levitt to the outside. Patrick Smith to the inside. Up front, Quincy Atkins was not able to make the inside groove work. Now Peyton Johnson will try it. 3 laps to go this time. Little connection issue by one of our top 10 drivers there, Cody Levitt. So Levitt and Pugh having a little bit of timing and scoring lags. And oh, where did the 15 go? 15 of Peyton Johnson just disappeared and came back. He was inside the number 3 of Ryan Johnson. Johnson had to lift to let Johnson back in line. That's going to allow the race leaders to check out just a little bit. About a car length and a half over Peyton Johnson's Quincy Atkins. Atkins back down to the bottom side of the speedway. Going to try and slide possibly up in front of Dobbs. Going to get a little tight off of turn number 4. Everybody makes it out of turn 4. A-OK, but Peyton Johnson with a huge run. He's going to try to stuff the middle. The door gets slammed. Dobbs says, not today, my friend. 2 laps to go. 4 laps of racing. 4 miles of racing. That's what we meant. It's 9 cars under a blanket here in the front group. Jordan Smith hanging back about 3.5 seconds off this race pace lead. Johnson down to the bottom, trying to take the race lead. He led the first 12 laps of this event, then fell back. Now coming to get the white flag. He'll look to take the race lead. Quincy Atkins going to go to the inside. They're 3 wide, almost 4 wide. Cody Levitt going to scrape the wall. White flag is out, so we will finish this 60-lap event. Quincy Atkins going to slide up in front of Ryan Johnson. They're going to turn. Peyton Johnson going to go around. Crashing in turn 2. Peyton Johnson's going to spin it around. I believe the 79 of Smith also involved. Quincy Atkins is out front with Ryan Johnson. Atkins has a pretty good size lead, 0.3 of a second right now over Ryan Johnson. Then it's Dobbs sitting there in third. Pugh is fourth. It'll be Quincy Atkins coming out of turn number 4. He will win race number 1 of the Salt Flat IROC Series. It's Quincy Atkins, Ryan Johnson, and Jason Dobbs rounding out your top 3. As now comes Peyton Johnson. It'll be a disappointing 10th place finish for the driver out of Virginia. Went to give it a whirl at the end, but unfortunately Johnson's going to come home 10th. Quincy Atkins, though, is able to park it in victory lane. Your winner here tonight at Michigan. Left side of your screen are, of course, the unofficial results here after the 60-lap event at Michigan International Raceway. Find where your favorite driver was able to finish tonight. 2 drivers did not finish this race. They were behind the wall. That's Josiah Millen and Greg O'Barry. I'm sure Quincy Atkins is going to come to the front straightaway here, and he'll burn it down for us. After putting on one heck of a show, moving up 11 spots, starting outside the top 10, Quincy Atkins was able to use his real-life skills to get towards the front here, and I'm sure that's a real skill, too. It was bouncing it off the wall in celebration. So he'll burn down that super late model, and then we'll get to talk to him here in just a couple of seconds. So as Quincy Atkins goes ahead and celebrates, race fans, we'll be right back here with your post-race show. Your top 3 finishers tonight. Hear what one of these rookies have to say about an exciting race here at Michigan. Welcome back here, race fans, to Michigan International Raceway. Here, round one of the Salt Flat IROC Series. 60 laps officially completed tonight, and an exciting race number one this season. And our podium finishers here tonight: Quincy Atkins, Ryan Johnson. Rounding out that podium top three is racing Jason Dobbs. We'll get down trackside here and talk to our top three finishers. Let's start it off with our winner here tonight of Quincy Atkins. Quincy, a tough battle here tonight, a very fast car, and here at the end, you found yourself battling for a win. Tell us what happened there in the closing laps.
Yeah, I mean, that everything from that last restart was definitely interesting. It was rough. I mean, it was all good, clean racing. I mean, of course, we weren't given any, but we were taking everything. I don't really know what happened that last lap, but I mean, when I saw it, it was like, okay, let's sell it off in the corner and let's go get this first win of the season.
Well, you're able to pick up the first win, that's for sure. Tell us how this car was handling, though. These setups here brought to us by Pay to Win. It's the first time we've driven these super late models on a track like this.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely different from the IROC. I mean, I tend to think you have more control of it, but I'm also coming from the late model wheelhouse, so the car itself sits me more. I also listened to my good friend old Muthinthebooth and upgraded all my sim equipment, so I have really nothing to compare it to at this point.
Well, I mean, it's not a bad setup, right?
Oh no, it's a great setup. I love it.
I mean, I got it and it works for me.
Yeah, well, obviously it works for me too.
Well, it definitely works for you here tonight, Quincy. We're able to put all that equipment to work and find victory lane for the first time. So you will leave Michigan here as our points leader. This is your second ever IROC Series win with Salt Flat Racing. Congratulations. I'm going to roll the red carpet out for you here, my friend. I'll hand you the mic, and because of the COVID-19 pandemic, I'm supposed to be wearing a mask here, and I'll step back 6 feet.
I definitely appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, it's great to start off the season with that way, get the monkey off the back. Now we can open up and see what we can do. Special thanks to, everybody over at Salt Flat for putting this on, all of our sponsors. Turn 3, special thanks to you, Roger, for all that you do. I mean, definitely Raise Energy, all of our sponsors. Thank you for my boss lady for letting me spend money and, add on a room into our house just to do this. Thanks for everybody that tunes in, and hey, thanks for everybody in the league for putting on, having a good fun race.
Well, there you hear it from your winner tonight, the driver out of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It is Quincy Atkins going to victory lane for the first time this season. Congratulations to him and his whole crew. He will leave Michigan here as your points championship leader. Coming home in second, it's his first ever race with Salt Flat Racing, and he makes it an exciting one. Ryan Johnson, you were able to find the podium here tonight. Where did you come from is the question that I'm being kind of shown here from our production crew. You weren't towards the front there for a very long time in this race, and all of a sudden, 10 to go, here you are.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a rough race there to start out. We were involved in the first two incidents, and I was like, all right, well, I think we need to calm down. It felt like the car still had a little bit of speed, at times, and I was like, well, we came in with, I think it was one of those last cautions with like 15 to go or so, and bolted on some new tires, and I was like, well, it's go time, let's try it. And those closing laps, holy cow, man. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, tell us about those final laps. How hard were you wheeling this number 3?
I think I had used them up in the prior 10 laps or so, but yeah, it got super tight. I mean, everybody started passing me. I was like, I think we used them up, and I don't know what happened with those guys. They got together, and I was like, well, we're on the high side. Hopefully, we're just lucky enough to drive through it and come home with the podium, and couldn't ask for better.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, I was told. I believe Quincy told me that at one point. So tonight you were pretty lucky to wind up coming back through this field. What is it like, though, coming in as a rookie, not knowing the series and not knowing the cars on these type of tracks?
Oh, man, we had a practice race here, and if I didn't do that, I would have been lost for the first 40 laps at least. They're pretty crazy. I mean, you go in the corner and you think, the car is going to slide out from under you, but it just grips and goes, and it was a huge learning experience, learning to race around all these guys, a bunch of new faces that I've never raced with before, and it's been a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a pretty fun season here.
Well, it was fun here tonight at Michigan. Who do you got to thank, though, for finishing on the podium for the first time ever?
Salt Flat for allowing me into the league. You guys for broadcasting. All their sponsors, Taz Motorsports, my family, friends, girlfriend, mom, and yeah, I think I got everybody.
Well, there you hear it from Ryan Johnson, one of those Rookie of the Year candidates this season here with the Salt Flat IROC Series. He's going to start his campaign out with a second-place finish. Congratulations to Ryan and the crew, and I believe we have standing by trackside here with us via a draft top onboard camera tonight that was provided to us. Right there, race fans, you see it on screen. That is your third-place finisher, the driver out of Tennessee. Jason, a good, strong run here tonight for the No Doubt Rowdy Energy Griffith Stone 98. Did you have fun at least?
Oh yeah, I had a blast. It was a great time. Hold on, come over. You know, I've had a little difficulty the last couple of weeks with the heart condition. My heart felt like it's going to explode, and I lifted and kind of caused the big one there. And man, I'm just a little bummed we didn't take home the victory, but it's all good.
Yeah, not able to hold on to it there at the end of this one. But you did give it one heck of a try. I mean, you were leading towards the end of this one. What more did you need, though, to go ahead and finish this one off?
Just calm myself down, not get so, tensed up. But I mean, anybody runs these iRacing races, IROCs, you get a lot of blood pumping, and they're intense, and it makes everything start working faster and harder. And it's something else, but we were just 2 positions short, but I'm glad to see Quincy win, and it was a good show. I hope the fans loved it.
It was absolutely a great show here. Now, Dobbs, this season, the Super Late Model is a brand new car to you. You've raced it before on the iRacing.com platform, but you were so familiar with the street stocks and how they performed. You were able to, bang and beat, and they would keep on going. These street stocks seem like they're not too far off. Randy Johnson was a pretty tore-up car, and he was competing up here for the win at the end.
Yeah, that's what I like about him is you can just pretty much beat him up and keep going. And I wish he wouldn't have that damage because he would have helped me a little bit more. I believe, old teammate, still a BFF, and he would have helped me get up through there. But, it's whatever. And I like these cars at first. I was going to be that Kyle Busch 2.0 and say these cars are terrible and I don't like driving them. But I tell you what, I love driving them. And I'm glad we switched from the street stocks because I love the sound in these things. They are amazing.
Yeah, the grunt they make is a pretty mean grunt out there, that is for sure. But, Dobbs, we know you have the little one there. She's trying to get some camera time, and she just kind of ran away. But, that little one really near and dear to you also, helping you out.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm not going to start crying here, but I'm very emotional with this stuff. But, the little ones, they just do whatever, and they amaze me every day because they're growing up and having surgeries, but they still just fight and smile and go on, and it's awesome to see.
Yeah, it is awesome. The path that she has taken over the last couple of years, all the Salt Flat fans, they know the battles that you and your family and Colby have had to endure over the years, and our thoughts and our prayers were always obviously with you and your family, as Salt Flat is one big family in general. But Dobbs, who makes it all possible back there behind the scenes in Tennessee?
Oh, Tennessee, baby. Go Vols, new coach, by the way. Just want to get that out there. First of all, I want to say thank God for giving us a good opportunity to live. And then I like to, I just get so emotional. I like to say a big shout out to my wife for letting me sit back here for almost 4 hours and doing what I like to do. And my 3 girls, don't forget JC. She's my 13-year-old. Many of you don't know about her, but she's one of my precious daughters. Also, my mom and dad, all the guys at Salt Flat Racing, and I know a lot of them get aggravated with me for my posts and everything, but a big thank you to all of them and just everybody that sponsors this league. And you, Roger, for letting me do the virtual in-car camera because that pumped me up. I was fired up to do it, and I hope everybody got a good show.
Well, there you heard it from your third-place finisher tonight. You see him live on the screen, race fans. It is Racing Jason. He's going to take a big swig of water here. He rounds out our podium finishers here tonight. Congratulations to all of our podium finishers. They all competed hard here in the first race of the season. Let's take a look here at our unofficial results officially tonight. This is your Race Energy Race results. Quincy Atkins, you heard from him. Ryan Johnson, you heard from him. He finished second. Racing Jason, right there, came home third. Stephen Pugh, Cody Levitt round out your top 5 with Randy Johnson, Jordan Smith, Jamie Leach, Donald Bennett, and the unfortunate 10th place finish for Peyton Johnson. Derek Lauder, DJ Mitzel, Todd Poston, Craig Hawkins, Danny Valenzuela, Cole Day, Brad Becker, Doug Neal, your top 18. Just finishing outside those top 18, the remaining fields here. Russ Hancock. In 19th, Patrick Smith was 20th. 21st goes to Colton Farrell. Brennan Crossland was 22nd. 23rd to Jeff Bergner, who just kept on ticking, picked up 3 positions towards the end of this one. Vernon Woodard is going to finish 24th, 25th to Josiah Millen, and 26th to Greg O'Berry. Those are your unofficial results here after 60 hard racing laps here at Michigan. Race fans, we hope you enjoyed the show here tonight at the Michigan International Raceway. Salt Flat Racing will be back in racing form on Wednesday night next week as we head to the Auto Club Speedway. We go to sunny California for round number 2 of the IROC series. And we got to thank all of our sponsors tonight once again. Griffith Stone, Finesse Laser Designs, Racing with Heroes, Jordan Henn Racing, Taz Motorsports, of course, Pay to Win Setups, the setup provider here for the Salt Flat IROC series, and Raise Energy. Race fans need to head over to Raise Energy today or repsports.com. Click on the Raise Energy drink tab and pick out your favorite case of Raise Energy. Ours is Voodoo. And on your checkout, you need to type in UTWRX, and that will save you 10% on your checkout code. And then you can be focused and rehydrated like we are. But in closing here, race fans, we do hope you enjoyed tonight's show, and we will be back with more Salt Flat Racing action on Tuesday night as the Cup Series for Simbox gets back onto the Speedway at the Talladega Super Speedway, I believe it is. And also then we head right to Auto Club here on Wednesday. So until we see you next time, race fans, we hope you all enjoyed the show, and we will see you at the races.